We're a flat start, so we've got a bit of loading out to do because this loading bay didn't really accept as much tackle. They're a bit too small for us, to be fair, so we need to get these few packs of blocks loaded round first, and then commons to go with them as well before we can get any gobble up. Getting them commons loaded round next while Dave makes a mix, and then I'll go and put it up with forklift. Get rid of them commons and then we can get started. I'll bed these lintels on first. They were only on dry, just what we left up of at weekend. I'll bed them on first, and then I like to get all my corners done as a first job, and then I can just go round, string all my lines on in one go. Dave's setting trestles up ready for this middle walls. It's not too bad, this plot, we're only having 3 internal walls. Next plot that we're going on, that's got a bit more work in it, like a maze inside other one. So I'll get the corners up. Next lintel on, there's an internal lintel that needs to be put on this one, so just plumbing up front wall below, they're sitting it on, and that can be built in. We've put commons round first and then block on top, so that's just how we do it. A lot of places don't like joists sitting on commons, so we put that on first, then blocks for joists to sit on. Run them few commons of it lintel up towards that internal lintel, get it on. Just bobbing them corners up, just using laser level to get all levels set for it. They were all more or less bang on anyway. This lintel on back that we're doing now is just slightly too big, so I've got 300mm to cut off it. So that's what steel saw's out for, just turning it round so we can cut all the way through it. Get bedded back on. Bit of messing about trying to get it sit properly, just needed a couple of packers under one corner. Lintel of a back door wall, one weight blocks fit inside it rather than just on top of it. It's got like a C shape in back. I thought it were just 2 blocks on back in sunroom bit, but it turned out it was 2 blocks and a common, so that joist sat into web of that big steel on a wall plate. I think these lintels have been over-engineered, to be fair, but they have got to stick more than 200mm past mullions, so they're actually sat on wall, and mullions are not taking weight, if that makes sense. I'm not going to be putting no stone on, or heads, because I don't want joiners to come and damage them. We'll leave them until we start afresh. Then I'll just do the same again, get all block work up, and then back it up with stone from where we are now. To put a damp proof course over top of that first course of block I've just walled, so we can trap it in. That's where I've just gone for now. Try and find some 600 damp and trap it in on the next course of block. I put commons down both sides, thinking it were just normal size beams, same as rest of the floor that's going to be put on, but they're just 6-inch joists, so I didn't need to go down sides. I'll have to take them off when we get back up there and change that to a block, and then it'll just be 2 course of common beam fill into joist that's going to be put on, and then just carry on with block. Can't remember what it is. It might be another 2 course of block and a common to top of parapet wall, something like that. I'll start running these sides in now that sunroom's done. Now when I get to that middle wall where I am now, I'll build that corner up so it can be going off. And the same when I do it the other side, just so I can pull my line tight without pulling wall over. It don't take long for these bolts to go off, especially on a day like this. So we'll just run it commons out freehand and then line up block work. Yeah, just do it corner now, just sticking a block through so I can pull line against it. Same again on this side, get that lintel on so it can be built across. Commons just doing freehand. And following them up with blocks as I go down wall. Get that little bit on. Got line to be pulled against. internal walls done. Just doing the last two now over this double door. Other side of the stairwell. And we'll move trestles over and get other one done, and that's us done for today. And then they can get the floor on at weekend. Not sure if you can see it, there's a pad stone under that steel that's going onto that little wall. That's 30mm higher for it all to work. Little 30mm cut under pad stone just to lift it up. I had to acro steel up just to lift it up that little bit, and then drop it down onto it once I'd got pad stone in. That's it, all done, ready for joists. Get jointed up, packed up, and away we go. And get all them tools down into the car. Right, folks, up for weekend.